Hi, welcome to CISN 110, Network Technologies Preparation for N+ Certification. My name is Payam Hoja, and I'll be your instructor for this course. This is an 8-week course. Starts August 20th, goes all the way to October 12th. I'm really looking forward to working with every single one of you guys, teaching you some of the basics of networking. Hopefully you guys will continue on taking the next step of this continuation of this course is 111, which I'm also teaching the second 8 weeks. But, I'm really excited. Please bear with me. There may be, I'm my first time teaching this specific course. I don't know if you guys have taken some of my prior courses, but a little bit about me, I've been here teaching at American River College and I actually teach at Sac State as well for about 4 years now. I teach CISC 350, which is networking, but more specifically the security, the security courses at ARC, including CISS 310, I believe it's like 300 as well, and a couple other ones. But with that, I just want to welcome everyone. Hopefully everyone got my welcome letter via email. If you have not, let me know. And actually, it's going to be in the module. It's actually going to be on Canvas, so you can go ahead and read that. The purpose of this specific video, I guess, is going to be an overview of the course, right? So this course itself, it's going to be online, all right? And I'm going to go step by step of how this course functions, what is entailed every week for this course, how it will work. And this is pretty much just the introductory video and overview. So please watch this video until the end, as I will be going through the course itself. And with that, we can go ahead and get started. All right, so for this class specifically, it's going to be done all through Canvas, all online, right? So every week, my expectation is students will log into Canvas and go to the specific course, right? CISN 110, lecture 10506. So that's the course number, all right? And once you log in, this is kind of like the start page here, okay? So I'll have my introductory video, course orientation here. But the main way you will navigate through the course itself is I kind of have like some beginning starting buttons up here. I have my announcements, I have my syllabus, the modules, and the start here button for, just starting from the get-go, very beginning. Just a quick thing before I forget. So the main way of communication is going to be through announcements. So whenever I need to let everyone know about something, for example, an error or an update to an assignment, it's going to be done through an announcement. Okay, just a heads up. Also, all my overview videos are going to be done through announcements. So it's really important to keep track of all the announcements that come here. I'll also date it to make sure that everyone knows like chronological order of when things come out. But everyone should receive a notification. Make sure you turn on your notifications whenever an announcement is sent out. Okay. But anyways, now that we're in Canvas, we're logged in, right? Go to your modules, right? You click on your course, CISN 110. Go to your modules, all right? That's my number one recommendation of how to work this course. some people may go through, I don't know, assignments or quizzes or, discussions or grades or through the syllabus. To be honest, the best way to do this course, specifically the way I set it up, is just log in and go to this modules button. It takes you right here. It has everything that's going to be listed that's due. Okay? And then just go by one. And that's what we're going to do for this course orientation. Okay? So, go to your modules. And we're actually just going to start with the welcome letter. Everyone should have received this letter. It basically outlines, an introduction to this course. And I'll go ahead and go through it a little bit for now, for those of you who haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. So, I just want to congratulate everyone for enrolling into this course. My name is Paim Hojat. I'll be your instructor for this semester. I'm very excited to teach this course as I'm very passionate about technology and want to help you guys develop into being into an aspiring IT professional. Okay? This is an 8-week course, 2 units, begins August 20th, goes until October 12th. Before the first day of instruction, you can contact me through Canvas or email. As for, let's see, attendance is mandatory and means it is required to log into Canvas and completing coursework weekly. Okay? So, just because we're meeting online, this course is completely online, right? Just because we're online, it still requires you to be in attendance. Attendance means you're logging into Canvas weekly multiple times to complete this course. Okay? Not coming in at 11:30 on a Sunday night trying to rush everything and push in your assignments. Okay? So, that is what I mean by attendance. You're at a college level course. It's really important. I understand everyone has their own lives, but it's really important that you set aside time and prioritize your time. Make sure you have proper time management skills to be able to complete your assignments, do your reading, because this will set you up for potentially the rest of your life, right? You have to invest into yourself. You have to invest into your knowledge to be able to grow for your future, right? So make sure you plan out your time accordingly so you have the opportunity to put yourself in a position where you can grow, learn, become better. If you do not log into Canvas each week and do not communicate to me, you may be dropped. Assignments are mandatory. Anyways, each section of the class is valuable and the knowledge gained will likely help you in future courses. So this is just like the foundations. It's going to be the building block where you're going to continue to grow into your IT career, right? Whether you want to become a network administrator or go into infrastructure or security, this is kind of like a fundamental class where you have to take it, right? You guys are all trying to, prep your resume, taking this course, getting prepared to take the N+ exam to make yourselves more marketable and valuable in the job market. So I really, really want to emphasize the importance of taking this class seriously. All right. So just make sure, for now, just review and get familiar with Canvas by reviewing the links and have all class material ready before the end of the first week, which actually everything's going to be self-contained in Canvas. So there's no reason why, anyone should be late on the first week. All your reading material is going to be through Canvas. I have a PDF version of the reading assignments. so you guys can go ahead and download it. I recommend downloading it actually onto your computer so you don't have to keep on re-downloading it, or any type of device wherever you're going to do your studying, whether it's on your tablet, your laptop, whatever it is. I recommend actually downloading the PDF full so you don't have to keep on logging into Canvas and trying to load it up to just read your reading assignment, right? Just download it, and then you can always open it up, the file at your own leisure, all right? But no textbooks are required. Nothing will need to be bought. Everything is inside Canvas. So I'm trying to make this more accessible to you guys, because I understand, times are tough, and, it may be difficult for some to get hands on books, and there are people that may not even move forward with the class. So just want to make it accessible to everyone. Each week, you'll typically go through a module that will include a quiz and an assignment and a discussion. All right. It's pretty well structured. My class, there's no reason to be really confused about anything. Every week's going to look relatively similar. You have your quiz, you have your reading assignment, you have your writing assignment, you have your quiz, you have lecture videos, and your discussion, right? Usually go through one module a week, but since this is a very first week, course orientation, you'll have two. Complete module 0, which is course orientation, the course orientation module, and then module 1, which is module 1, networking basics, right? Because we are going into week 1. Some of the things you'll do this first week, okay, is you're going to review the syllabus, take the syllabus quiz by August 28th, Sunday evening at 11:59 p.m. Complete student introduction discussion, post by August 28th, Sunday evening, 11:59 p.m. and respond to at least 2 other classmates. So just a heads up, any type of discussion that we have in this class, you must respond to at least 2 other classmates. That's a must. You will not get full credit. You're only going to get half credit if you do not respond to at least 2 other students. Okay? In addition, just because you completed the assignment doesn't mean you're going to get full credit, right? The quality of your work is going to really will determine the amount of points you will receive. Okay? Because just think about it. It's not fair to give someone that wrote 1 page of, for an assignment, they wrote a full page, and then someone else wrote 3 sentences. I can't give the same. Obviously it matters the quality of, the full page, but the amount of effort, we can't give the same. It's just not fair, right? I have a grading standard, and if you only write a few sentences and call it a day for your writing assignment, I'm not going to give you your full credit, because usually my assignments will say how much you need to write. But just know that the more detail you go into, the more points you'll get. It's pretty simple. If you really wow me, I do give extra credit points here and there. So that's why I always encourage people to go above and beyond, because in the real world, that's what you have to do. When you're working for a job, or if you have a job, you understand that the bare minimum is really, really, you're never going to progress or go anywhere. You have to take that extra step. Anyways, besides completing, module 0, complete module 1, networking basics, essentially you'll review module 1 content, which is chapter 1 of, chapter 1 of the reading assignment and Introduction to data communications. I'll go into more detail in a little bit. Additionally, take quiz 1 by August 28th, Sunday evening at 11:59 p.m. and complete Module 1 writing assignment. Okay? It is very important to complete both modules, otherwise you will be dropped from the class. There are students waiting to enroll who are on the wait list. So if you're on the wait list, please reach out to me for a permission number once the class roster gets kind of situated. But you must complete both modules, otherwise you will be dropped. Okay. If you have any questions regarding the content of the course, please begin by... So, since we're in an online environment, I really emphasize communication. I mean, it's one of the... I mean, being online, there's pros and cons to it, right? One of the cons is you don't get to really network with your peers. And so, because of that, I do want to encourage discussion between your classmates, and that's why you have to respond to at least 2 other students. But also, whenever there's a question regarding the actual content of the course, I want everyone to start by posting to the discussion board. So I created a discussion board called the Support Discussion Board. Okay. This is where if you have any questions about, for example, the writing assignment or about the course itself, drop it in here because other students may also have the same question. And for students who come in and help and answer any questions on the discussion board, they can receive extra credit. Okay? So it benefits everyone. Also, if it's actual questions about the content itself, you can always email me, but I want everyone to write on the support discussion board first because I'm teaching several classes, right? And you may see a delay in response. Someone from a student or a classmate may be able to respond a little faster because there's 40 of you versus 1 of me, right? So I highly encourage people to use the support discussion board. So far in all my classes, it's worked great. So if you have a question, make sure you drop it there. Someone may know the answer to it, and they can receive extra credit points if they provide a constructive and accurate response. For further admin questions, email me. Make sure the subject is CISN 110 plus your last name and first name to ensure a response. I usually take up to 48 hours to respond. So please be patient if I don't get to you immediately. Otherwise, I relatively respond pretty fast. Again, do not hesitate to contact me. I'm here for you guys. And I just want to encourage everyone and, get prepared, get ready to learn. My office hours, it's Monday/Wednesday, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. But you need an appointment. All right. So make sure you reach out to me, set up an appointment so I can set up that Zoom call so we can work together and help you get to wherever you need to be. Whatever questions you have. Okay. Or if you even need mentoring or, guidance on something, personal life, I'm here for you guys as well. Okay. So that's kind of the welcome letter. Now let's continue on. You can continue on by pressing the next button. Just, this is all on your modules, right? We're just going down each page of the modules that's going to be posted. So we're at Meet Your Instructor. All right. So a little bit about me, let me introduce myself, right? I've been teaching at American River College in Sac State for about 3-4 years now. My academic career actually went to ARC. I went to Sac State myself. I was valedictorian of Sac State, graduated with bachelor's in MIS. Got my master's at WGU in cybersecurity and information assurance. I have several networking and security certifications, including my CCNA, CISSP, and a variety of other accolades from SANS, which SANS is just a cybersecurity like certification organization. All right. But as for my job, I used to be a chief information security officer, and now I'm actually the incident response manager for all of California. So I work for the Department of Technology. In my spare time, I just teach, try to help out, give back to the community, you know. Also, I do real estate for fun, so kind of busy. Not busy, but like, what's it called? I have my hobbies, you know. I also enjoy just sports, working out. What's it called? I also enjoy like kind of like nerdy stuff like Magic the Gathering, board games. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. If you have any questions, want to get to know me better, feel free to reach out. Do not hesitate. But you know, my specialty is cybersecurity. So if you need any help with cybersecurity, hit me up. And this is our support discussion board, like I mentioned before. All right, now let's get into the syllabus. All right, so introduction to the syllabus. So, okay, so you guys can go ahead and download the syllabus on this introduction to syllabus page right here. And so this course specifically, all right, so first things first, the syllabus is a living document. I can change at any time. I will make sure I communicate any changes to you guys, but just because it's on here, it does not mean that it's set in stone, okay? Just want to make that clear. Anything can change at any time. And I actually just reopened everything up in a Word document, okay? So anyways, so a little bit about this class I mentioned, you know, CISN 110, Network Technologies, Preparation for N+. My email address, right? My email address is at hojatp@arc.losrios.edu. My phone number is here, extension 12142. And I'm at the, what's it called? CMC. I'm usually not in the office. But you can connect with me online, right? That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. And we can do it through Zoom, but just make sure we schedule in advance, okay? This is a 2-unit course. Advisory is CIC 361 and 363, and ability to touch type, right? The description of this course, it's an introductory course in networking software and hardware. Topics include communication protocols, local wide area, and virtual networks, intra and inter networks, network architectures, topologies, cloud computing, security, and OSI model. This course, along with CISN 111, provides preparation for the N+ certification exam. Okay, so this is just the first half. The second half will be next fall, or sorry, next 8 weeks. Okay. So, no textbooks required. As I mentioned, everything will be all encompassed within Canvas. We have a few learning outcomes and objectives, and I'll let you guys read through that. Personal requirements. I expect everyone to spend about 6 hours minimum for this class. Okay. With all the reading, the writing assignments. You know, you're taking a class, right? You're trying to grow. You're trying to move forward with your career, prepare yourself to be an IT professional, right? So 6 hours a week, it's not too bad. This is an online course, requires full participation each week. This is mandatory. All course content is located in Canvas and your textbook, the online textbook, which I'm going to be providing you, the PDF. Attendance means logging into Canvas weekly and completing coursework. If you do not log into Canvas each week and communicate with me, you may be dropped. Assignments are mandatory. Each section of the class is valuable. Knowledge gained will help you. Will likely help you in the future. If you get behind and do not communicate with me, you may be dropped. All right, let's talk about assignments now. So for assignments, the way this course is set up is that every week you'll have your module, all your assignments, quizzes, reading. It's going to be due on a Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Now the dates will be listed in the syllabus, and I will announce them every time. But just kind of keep in the back of your mind, whatever week you're in with whatever module we're completing, everything's usually going to be due that Sunday. So you have a week to do everything. Now for late work, I do accept late work. You may turn in late work up to 1 week after the initial due date to receive up to a maximum of 50%. So 2 things to clarify. 1, if it's after 1 week, you'll get a 0. If it's before 1 week, you can only get up to 50%, and it does not guarantee you to get that full 50% just because you turned in late. I still have to grade it. And so, for example, if in the hypothetical event you had an assignment, it received a 4 out of 5, I'll take that 4 out of 5 and divide it by 50, or divide it in half, and you'll get a 2 out of 5, right? You're still going to get dinged even if you are turning it in late. Okay. Anyways, so that's kind of my policy for work. Face-to-face support can be found on campus, but you guys are more than happy to reach out to me. We can set up a Zoom call. Usually your activities for this class should go in the following order: log into Canvas, watch an overview video for the week. So the main way I'm going to communicate out to you guys is, since we're not having anything live and it's asynchronous, every week I'm going to be creating an overview video of what is in store for that week, that module. Go over all your assignments. Make sure to answer any questions that people may have had. Go over your quizzes. And so these overview videos, kind of like this one that I'm posting right now, you're going to have at least one a week, all right, that you have to watch. Everyone has to watch it to its entirety because it's really, really important. Just because, like, if something changes or, I need to communicate out something to everyone, or if there's a change in the syllabus, that's my main way of doing so, right? These overview videos. So make sure that you watch them to its entirety. But yeah, so make sure you watch your overview video, and then after that, read your textbook or watch the lecture videos. Complete any assignments or quizzes, and then use the discussion boards to link. Complete your discussion boards if there are any, right? Communications. This is an online course. If class-related questions arise, please use the support discussion board, as I mentioned beforehand. I usually post overview videos by Monday at 10 a.m. each week. Like I mentioned, that's going to be my main way of communicating out to everyone and going over what's in store for the week. Online appointments. Make sure you write out CISN 10, your last name and your first name in the subject line when you send me an email. I recommend sending me an email over an inbox in Canvas. Just a heads up, because I check my email more than Canvas to say, and I'll respond faster in email communication. Okay? Let's see what else I need to go through. Since we are going to be communicating with each other through discussion boards, I want to make sure that everyone understands what netiquette is. Netiquette is, we have to, whenever we're leaving constructive feedback for our peers, that we do it in a friendly, constructive, and professional manner. We cannot approach any of our peers in a hostile or abusive or inappropriate way. Otherwise, I will block you and I will potentially drop you for any harassment against other students. Okay. In addition, plagiarism is a big no-no in my class. You'll receive an automatic 0 the first time, and then you'll get kicked out of my class the second time. There's a lot of writing, so I do have a plagiarism checker in the background. So just make sure, I just want to let you guys know that plagiarism is checked, okay? Total of 150 points are possible in this class. Now, that 150 points may change as we go throughout the semester, depending on if assignments are added or removed. So kind of, you want to think about 150 is probably around where we're aiming for, right? Plus or minus 10 points probably, but we'll see. Usually it does end up at 150, but depending on, certain situations that may happen, it could be less or more. Anyone with disabilities, DSPS, anyone with part of the Disability Services and Program for Students, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to provide your accommodations. I was a DSPS student once, so I completely understand where you guys are coming from. Okay, and then I kind of have everything listed here, kind of like the course schedule. So just a heads up. Okay, so that kind of wraps up the syllabus part. Okay. Now, this is a pretty funny video. I highly recommend you guys watching, just for the kicks of it, right? For those of you who enjoy SNL, this is the original SNL, or the good kind of SNL. I think it goes back further, but this is like my time SNL, which is really enjoyable. They talk about plagiarism, so feel free to watch that. And here's your syllabus. Okay, your first assignment. So your first assignment is going to be an icebreaker, right? Get to know your peers, right? Like I mentioned, it's difficult. It kind of sucks not being able to network with other students. So let's, break the ice. Let's get to know one another. I have several questions I want you guys to respond to. Please actually don't write one-word answers. Actually write out a few sentences for each one, right? Let's be vocal, right? I like vocal people. Answer these questions, respond to at least 2 other students. Maybe you guys have some stuff in common, or, you guys know each other or something like that. You never know. Post by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. Respond to at least 2 classmates. Make sure you have proper grammar, capitalization, punctuation. You guys are in college, so make sure that, you use proper college terminology. All right. And then you have your syllabus quiz. So based on the syllabus, I kind of formulated 5 questions. You have 2 attempts, 5 points. It should be easy. No reason to get nothing but a 5 on it. Easy money. All right, now going into Module 1. Okay. That was just Module 0, right? Now Module 1, course, the Module 1, we're going to be actually going into the content of the class. All right. Usually I have an overview video which goes through this, but since this is going to be our first one, I kind of wrote out the steps as well, the tasks that are at hand, when things are due, how many points, right? And so essentially, we have our syllabus quiz, our discussion boards to introduce ourselves, and then watch the Module 1 content and review Chapter 1 and PowerPoint 1. Okay? And then in addition to that, complete Module 1 writing assignment and take Chapter 1 quiz. it's going to be worth 20 points, right? Essentially, you have 4 items, right? Besides actually watching and reading your content, you have your syllabus quiz, your module quiz, your discussion board of introducing yourself, and then also your module 1 writing assignment. Okay, so 20 points, 5 points each. Now, the first item that you're going to be doing in this module is your reading assignment. So if you press next, you'll come to your module 1 reading assignments. You'll go ahead and click on this link, right? It'll take you to your online textbook, right? Your online textbook is, like I mentioned, you can go ahead and download it. It can be found in your module section and networking ebook. That's what it's called. That's where all your reading assignments will be located. It'll have all your chapters and stuff. But you can download it and then, right, on your computer, so you don't have to download it every single time. But it's going to look like this. It's going to be your networking book for the most part. And I just want everyone to read chapter 1 for now. Okay? Chapter 1, networking basics. Okay? Let's see, where was I? Okay. After you read that, I have a PowerPoint, which I've created myself. I want everyone to go ahead and review that while listening to my lecture, which is this. If you click on the next page, you'll see my lecture right here. Okay? And that lecture is associated with this specific PowerPoint that I created. Okay? That's in addition to your reading assignment. Okay? Now, in addition to that, I also have one more video I want everyone to watch. It's networking devices. And so for me, even though I have lecture videos, I also augment my teaching with Professor Messer, which I don't know if anyone has actually used them before, but he teaches IT classes, and he does a really good job of being very concise and being able to manipulate some of those really hard, complex topics into really concise points. So I augment some of my learning, my teaching, with some of his videos, because you never know, you just may need to hear it from a different perspective, right? So I want to provide you guys that information, that additional information resource for those of you who may need it. Okay? So that's kind of what your lecture and reading assignments are. So to watch these 2 videos, to review the PowerPoint and read chapter 1. All right? This is just the fundamentals. Now, in my video, I will give you a forewarning. I go quite in detail really fast. Don't feel overwhelmed. Don't worry about the very specific details. Try to grasp a bigger picture, okay? But don't feel overwhelmed in trying to memorize every single little detail, okay? That's my best recommendation, because some of my lecture videos are very, very dense, and I want you guys to focus on the bigger pictures, okay? Now, after you watch the videos, done your reading, I want everyone to do their first writing assignment. Their writing assignment is going to be, I want everyone to briefly describe what the OSI model is in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Mention what it is, why it's important, how it's used, and who uses it. The more detail, the more points you'll get. Plagiarism will result in a 0. Upload via Word document or simply write it in the submission area. I want everyone to post it by 11:59 p.m. Now, since it's an assignment, there's no responding to other students. Okay, your discussion board was already done prior. Okay, I want everyone, it's going to be worth 5 points. Submit by August 28th, 11:59 p.m. And then finally, we have our networking basics, or quiz 1. It's going to be 1 quiz, worth 5 points. Going to be 5 questions. Unlimited time. Really, I think it's relatively easy. Because I would rather have my students learn or test the knowledge of my students via a writing assignment rather than a quiz, because anyone can just guess on a quiz, and some people get stressed on quizzes and tests. So I want to make sure that you guys, that's why I emphasize more on the writing portion, because when you write it out, you understand it better, and it forces you to do some research on your own, and that's actually when you understand it. Quizzes, I try to keep them pretty easy, trying to keep them like almost as like some free buffer points, because some, I just try to keep them, keep the class fair, right? Anyways, so that's really about it for this week. I know it seems like a lot. Don't be overwhelmed. You have, just to quickly recap, you have 2 modules, Module 0 and Module 1. Module 0 should just, you should go through it relatively quickly. It's just a course orientation. And then Module 1, essentially you have to do your reading assignment, watch the videos, and write 2-3 paragraphs about the OSI model and take the quiz. And then also do your student introduction. So that's about it, really. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm really looking forward to working with everyone. And just a quick reminder, networking ebook. That's your reading book, your textbook. It's up here. Anyways, and you're welcome to CISN 110 module. Anyways, so yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. More than happy to help. And I'm really looking forward to this semester. With that, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. And, welcome to CISN 110. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye.